Check this out. I'm here on my Windows operating system, and currently I have the browser open in front of me. If I click on this extension icon, you can see we have this very innocent looking extension here. If I click on it, nothing happens. But if I open my Discord account here in this browser and wait for a second, nothing appears to happen. We can't see any kind of changes on the web page. Everything looks fine. But if I check my Discord server now, I've got something in this channel. It's an embed, and if you take a careful look, we've got cookies from Instagram, Roblox, and Steam. There are no PayPal or Amazon cookies because I don't have accounts for those logged into this browser. Now, if you know a bit about web security or you've seen my recent videos, you can probably tell how dangerous these cookies can be. I've intentionally redacted them here for the sake of this video because these are the real cookies from my accounts. But let me show you how a hacker can log in just by using your cookies. Let's say we want to log into Instagram using these cookies. I'll just copy the session ID cookie. I've redacted it here, but I've already copied it to my clipboard. Now, if I open a new private tab in my browser, open Instagram there, open the developer tools, go to the application tab, then cookies, and edit any cookie by changing the cookie name to this and pasting the copied value as its value. Now, I'll close the developer tools and refresh the page. As you can see, we're logged in without needing any password or two-factor authentication. This is how cookies work. And it works the same way for everything, not just Instagram. You can watch my older videos to better understand how these cookies work, but today's video isn't about cookies themselves. It's about this malicious extension that stole our cookies. The same extension is here in my Edge browser as well. As you can see, we have the same extension here too. If I open Discord in this tab and wait for a second, then check my Discord again, you can see we've received these cookies once more. This time, we also have Proton Mail cookies, but everything is intentionally redacted. Hackers can use these cookies to log in as you without needing your password or any other authentication. Today, we're going to learn more about how these malicious extensions work and what you can do to basically protect yourself from these kinds of attacks. Before anything, let's talk about how these extensions even work. It's very important to understand this. Malicious browser extensions like this one, especially in Chromium-based browsers like Brave, Edge, or Chrome, might look slightly different, but at their core, they're the same. They steal cookies, tokens, and other sensitive data through a combination of privileged API calls, content injection, and background persistence. If I quickly switch to my Visual Studio Code, you can see the code for this extension. Here we have the manifest file. It is written in JSON. Every extension needs to declare certain permissions in this file. For example, since this extension is stealing cookies from the browser, we have the cookies permission declared here. This allows the extension to read all cookies, including those with the HTTP only flag. If you're not familiar with that, modern cookies can have this flag enabled, which prevents sensitive cookies from being accessed through JavaScript. So for example, if someone discovers a cross-site scripting vulnerability on a website, and that website has the HTTP only flag enabled for its cookies, the attacker might not be able to steal those cookies using JavaScript. We also specify all the websites we want to collect cookies from. The extension keeps monitoring whether any of those web pages are opened in any tab in the browser. If it detects a match, it runs this content JavaScript file. We'll take a look at that in a moment. And in the last line, we've specified the extension's icon. Now, in this content JavaScript file, we basically have the trigger mechanism for the extension. It continuously monitors for those URLs. There isn't any heavy logic here. The real work happens in the background file. This background file is also written in JavaScript, and it does most of the heavy lifting. It fetches the cookies for each domain specified in the manifest file. We don't need to visit every website individually. The extension just needs to be triggered by matching at least one URL listed in the manifest. Once triggered, it extracts cookies from all the specified domains and prepares a formatted embed to be sent via a Discord webhook. For security reasons, we can't show the entire background file, but I've explained the technical concept of how this extension works. We can specify as many websites as we want. Once the code is ready, we go to the browser, open the extension section, enable developer mode, and then click on the Load Unpacked button. After that, we select the folder containing our extension files. Once we do that, the extension is live and running. When we visit any website that was specified in the manifest file, it triggers the background JavaScript and sends all the cookies to our Discord channel using the webhook. As you can see, this extension is running. Now, if I go to Discord or Roblox, since they were specified in the manifest, we receive the tokens in the Discord channel. For some reason, this extension wasn't working properly for Discord tokens, so I created a separate one specifically for Discord. Now, one might question how hackers even get other people to run these extensions. In my case, the extension was in my folder and I loaded it using load unpacked, but not everyone installs extensions like that. There are multiple ways hackers get these malicious extensions installed on your system. The most common way is through the Chrome Web Store. It's basically the place where we download different browser extensions. Attackers upload their extensions there. Most of the time, these types of malicious extensions are heavily obfuscated to bypass automatic security checks. However, many of them still get flagged during manual reviews. So attackers use other tactics. One common method is that they first create a very legitimate looking extension. They focus on getting a large number of installs. Once they have enough users, they silently push a malicious update that runs on victims' computers and start stealing cookies and tokens. Sometimes attackers even buy existing extensions that already have a decent number of installs. After purchasing them, they push their own malicious updates to steal cookies and other sensitive data. That's how a lot of these attacks work. They also combine this with social engineering tactics. For example, they might trick users into loading unpacked extensions manually. Many people fall for these tricks and end up losing their accounts. The only way to protect yourself is to stay vigilant. Don't download extensions from untrusted sources. Don't fall for social engineering attacks. Even if you're asked to run something sent by someone, take a moment to review the code and check for anything suspicious. If you don't know how to read code, you can paste it into AI chatbots, and they can help you determine whether it looks malicious or not. That's all for this video. I hope you liked it. If you did, please make sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel for more content like this. Also, if you have any questions, the link to our Discord server is in the description. Make sure to check it out.